So, I was rewatching BFDI, and the debut was there seemed interesting. So I thought, what if a different debuter debuted instead of David? This time I'm gonna have some rules. First rule, I can only take what personality I can from the seconds of clips we got of them. Aside from some special cases where we just don't know what their personality is, then I'm gonna have to take their personality from BFB or something like that. Next rule is, well, assume what people would do. I have two tiers here. Doesn't survive their first elimination, and eliminated later. So let's get started with Bommy, the first ever recommended character. I think Bommy does certainly survive his first elimination. The only reason why David didn't is because he was a non-object and not very funny. So I think he'll get eliminated later, possibly in the eliminated contestant voting, because they don't know who he is. Next up is Book. Other than the I'm a dictionary line, you better believe it, I think he'll be a pretty popular character. Did I say he? I meant she. So she's definitely eliminated later. Next up is Dor, and do I really have to explain it? Dor is David wearing a wig. And from what little I can get from her tape debut, I don't think Dor will survive her first elimination, because it's basically just David. Next up is Nickel. What is the difference in that clip? We find out that Nickel wanted to replace Coiny, and I would have loved to see their interactions with Irie. Probably negative, probably another contender for don't survive their first elimination, because it would just be Coiny. And I don't think they'll rejoin later. Ruby is next. Now, how long do I think Ruby will survive? I think Ruby will at least survive her first elimination, being eliminated later. 8-Ball. From what little we can get from 8-Ball from his debut tapes, or debut tape, is that he doesn't have a favourite number. Which we know it's a lie, because it's 8. So, I'd say he'll be pretty decent. I think he'll be eliminated by other eliminated contestants, though. Next is Marker. Another contender on getting eliminated later. Next up is Grassy. This is one of the exceptions I was on about. There's a few exceptions because we don't barely anything know about them. Grassy's one of the few that doesn't speak at all during their thing, so we're just going to take that BFB personality, and I think he would be eliminated later. Balloony's another exception. We don't know anything about Balloony from his debut tape. Taking his personality from BFB, eliminated later. Next one up is Bath Bag. Another one we're going to have to take a BFB personality, because we barely know anything from a BFDI one. I'll go eliminated later. Next one is Belle. And eliminated later, so I don't see her getting past seeing her surviving her first elimination would be cool. You're one of the ones who would be eliminated around Flowers rejoin. So eliminated later. Clock seemed a bit sarcastic in his debut tape. So, sarcastic equals mean to most young audience. I don't think Clock would survive his first elimination. First one up is Cloudy. Next one up is Cloudy, which we're going to have to take as BFB personality because we barely know anything about him. And eliminated later. Next one is Eggy, and we don't know anything about her, but she died at this point, so we're going to have to take her BFB personality and eliminated later. Probably by contestants. Fanny. Do I have to explain Fanny here? Yeah, if you, from her debut tape, all we hear is, I hate you. So, pretty obviously, Fanny is out. Naily is actually an interesting case. He was actually originally a boy, but was changed to a girl due to Catherine's voice, can't say her name, voice for Naily being too feminine. But from the few clips we do get of them from the debut tapes and that, he's very stabby happy. So, another contender for not surviving their first elimination. Pillow is next, and we're gonna have to take Pillow's teapot personality for this. Because BFB was inconsistent about Pillow. And Teapot was the only one that she probably had a personality from. Taking Pillow's personality can end up for first elimination. This is about their first elimination. Robot Flower. Giving her debut tape, she's similar to Flower. Flower didn't survive her first elimination. Why should this one do? Don't think she'll get enough votes to rejoin though. Do I even have to explain my body? Yeah, goodbye. Taco is next. And yeah, eliminated later. Tree is next and eliminated later. So is TV. TV, all we know about TV is that he played the Cake at State tune. And probably would have the same personality as in BFB. Evil Leafy. Do I have to explain Evil Leafy? Yeah. Although her interactions with Leafy would have been interesting. Non-existy. Wait. I've lost him. Give me a second. Well, just pretend I'm dragging him. This N is non-existy. And he literally does not exist. So, contender for first elimination. This is the first elimination. This is how I think it would go. If you want me to do this same video, but with contestants that could beat it in the future and how long they would survive in bfdi, let me know. This has been Water Teardrop, and I gotta drop out.